Christmas Eve is a widely celebrated festival commemorating the birth of Jesus. It is a significant celebration for most of the Christian world and is widely observed in many different forms and manners. The Sacred Heart Cathedral is one of the oldest churches in Delhi and is famous for its Christmas celebrations and midnight mass. Every year on Christmas Eve, the church service and Holy Communion is conducted, marking the commencement of the eagerly awaited midnight mass. Carol singing and prayers carry through the night, and people hail the birth of Jesus Christ, the Savior. If the magic of Christmas is to be witnessed, there is probably no better place in Delhi than the Sacred Heart Cathedral. The celebrations are contagious and everyone is welcome. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Make your spirits bright. Christmas is observed mostly on December 25th to commemorate the birth of Jesus. But when was Jesus really born? The earliest evidence of celebration of Jesus' birth comes from Clement of Alexandria, who describes Egyptian Christians as celebrating it on May the 20th. Although earlier sources have Christians celebrating the event in March, April, or January, Christians in the East had largely settled on January 6th by the 4th century. Some scholars interpret Luke's Gospel to indicate the correct date and time of Jesus' birth. The new moon, seen by the three wise men at the very moment of Jesus being born, is recorded on one of the tablets, now in London. Cuneiform scholars have identified the date on this tablet as equivalent to September the 11th, 3 BC. Some believe that December 25th was the birthday of Mithra, of Indo-Persian origin, some 600 years before the birth of Christ. In Western culture, Christmas Eve is mostly celebrated on December 24th. However, for some cultures who use the Julian calendar, which is 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar, Christmas Eve coincides with January 6th of the following year. Whatever be the origins of celebrating December 25th as the birthday of Jesus, the Christ of Nazareth, this is the date widely recognized and celebrated as such. Roman Catholics and Anglicans celebrate Midnight Mass, which begins at or sometimes before midnight on Christmas Eve. This ceremony, which is held in churches throughout the world, marks the beginning of Christmas Day. The faithful come to church to celebrate Holy Communion with their families. For some, the mood is solemn, while others celebrate the evening with services of light, singing of Silent Night, and a variety of candles are lit. Other churches have late evening services at 11 p.m., so the church can celebrate Christmas Day together with the ringing of bells at midnight. A popular joke is to ask what time midnight mass starts, but in recent years, some churches have scheduled their midnight mass as early as 7 p.m. In 2009, Vatican officials scheduled the midnight mass to start at 10 p.m. so that the 82-year-old Pope Benedict XVI would not have too late a night. So whatever your faith, whatever your belief, whatever the controversies regarding the actual date of birth of Jesus, the Sacred Heart Cathedral is one place where one can participate in the rituals and the gaiety, the ceremony and the festivity, the solemnity and the camaraderie of a city united in one purpose, to celebrate the birth of the one who is regarded as the Savior, the Son of God, the Messiah, the Deliverer, the one who taught us to forgive.